Who won the match? Connor missed the pass. Jordan with the gemstone caverns pass. Gemstone mine, sorry. I always get the two confused. Connor with no turn one cycler. Gonna fetch on turn two now. Fetches up a breeding pool, shocks 17. Passes. Jordan fires off another Woodley Gaze, leaves one card on top, mills a Stinkweed. Looks like that was his land he needed. And fires off Cathartic. Might get hit with a Force of Negation. Gonna cycle now. All right, so Jordan doesn't get to draw, still gets to discard those dredgers off of Cathartic. It's part of the casting cost. Cycled in the main phase and still missing land. Gonna go ahead and grief though. Gaze last card in hand, so Jordan doesn't have a whole lot going on, but is just gonna get to dredge every turn here basically. And might, you know, run into a good amount of value, and has those gazes for action from the graveyard, so I think Jordan's looking like he's in a pretty good spot here. But, you know, Living In can swing this matchup super fast. Connor already has a decent amount of things in the grave. And if Jordan builds up a big board and then Connor just makes him sack it and brings back his graveyard, it can swing pretty quick. Gotta hit land drops, though. Making Dredge discard, doesn't that help? I mean, Grief can hit some really... Like, if Grief hit another Cathartic or a Thrilling Discovery there, like, that's very solid. Hitting Gaze, like, whatever, but... Alright, so Jordan's gonna escape the Ox. Escape for red, exile 8 other cards from your graveyard. Escapes with a 1/1 counter on it. So it does hit Amalgam and Narcomoeba. And Connor misses another land drop, I think, and scoops it up. Dredge, it doesn't mulligan to 0 quite as well as the Legacy and Vintage counterparts do, but it does still mulligan very, very well. And doesn't look very good, though. It does have Thoughtseize and Dark Blast. That's it, pretty much. Definitely needs to draw a Cathartic Reunion or a Thrilling Discovery. one of those effects, or otherworldly gaze would be huge. Could Thoughtseize himself, but I don't know if that's really a great line. Connor cycles in response, and he's gonna force him negation that Thoughtseize actually. Plan go. Yeah, Jordan should be at 19. It didn't resolve, my bad. 18 now. Slams a Golgari Thug. Not doing much as an actual creature. When it dies, put a creature card from your graveyard on the top of your library. The Dredge beat down. Connor cycled quite a, or no, sorry, just the whale. Does have outburst. Does have 2 outbursts in hands here, so might just go for it now while Jordan's tapped out before he gets anything else in the yard. Probably not actually. Probably don't want to put that thug in the yard and give Jordan a dredger. Oh, they have the wrong total on the dice. Okay, I can step out and fix that in a second. And I hadn't been keeping Connors. He's down to 13 after fetch shocking there as well. I think he announced cascading without actually playing the outburst. Might just be shortcutting here, and I'll put the outburst in the bin in a second. Oh, so Thug puts itself back on top. That would just happen. Well, I made sure he put the outburst in the bin, and then corrected Jordan's die, so they have the correct life totals now. And Jordan goes out and scoops it up. Going with the turn 2 Cathartic. Connor is going to cycle, maybe seeing if he hits Force or a better blue card to pitch. Does have Force, gonna counter that. It was only 2 Dark Blast, but I mean that's still a very good target for Connor to force, I think. Pretty big deal to not let him draw and just get those dredges going like crazy. There's not a whole lot else you really care to force in this matchup either, so I think that's just what you do. Does dredge Dark Blast and hits a creeping chill. Put it down to 15. There is a discovery. That one's gonna resolve, I believe. Connor is possibly digging for a force here. I think he's got another cycler in hand. I'm not sure if he has another blue card or not. It's the steam vents. Curator. Oh, it does hit force. And he has shardless. That's actually really tough. I'm not sure if he doesn't have land for shardless. But I feel like now you just let it go. Because all you need is rip land and you're cruising. You'll sacrifice whatever he brings back and then just he's got a good graveyard so far. He'll have 2/5/5s, a 4/4, and a 3/4. And he can pitch that grief too. Possibly. So start with a stinkweed, amalgam, ox, thug, chill. Dredge Dark Blast. Conflag. There's a thug. Some more dredgers, but not much going on there. So Grieving Chill will put Connor to 9. Very low already. Run up to 26 doesn't seem right. I think 23. Doesn't bring back any bodies this turn. You would have forced that. I'm not sure. I think that one's pretty close. Like, you kind of just need that Cascader to win the game. If you don't keep the Cascader, then you need land and Cascader to win the game. If you keep the Cascader, you only need land to win the game. Oh, I think there is another Creeping Chill. I think Connor's at 6 and Jordan is up to 26. That looks like a 6 on that die, not a 9. Thanks. So conflag for 5. And now he still has the force with a subtlety this time. And Connor might be wanting to really subtlety that Ox that's inevitably going to be coming here, and this doesn't kill him. Is going to go ahead and maybe. Forces pitching the Shardless. Sorry. Yeah, it turns off any fetch lands if he does take that. So, gets back Ghoul, and then that's gonna get back Amalgams. Kind of do or die for that land drop. I think this is gonna be too slow. Is that land plus Outburst? That's pretty brutal. Yeah. Those Amalgams are gonna come back on Connor's in step, and then Jordan's just gonna swing 9, and that will be the game. Dredge takes it down.